Stupid microphone, everything's going wrong today. It's one of those days. Everything is against me. OBS has been having a moment. YouTube thought it was not working. My overlays weren't overlaying. And it looks like avatars aren't avataring. It's just gone completely up the spout, everything. Is there avatars? No, just names, no avatars. I don't know what's going on with this rubbish today. It's all gone horribly wrong. And of course no BGM. No, it's not responding. Hello. Is anything working? Nothing's working. Okay, roll back to an older version. Well, it's been a good stream. Same time Monday, yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Oh. No, I've been working on a new version of the overlays, and for some bizarre reason, OBS has decided it's just going to be doing stupid things. Let me just quickly fix this. There we go. For some reason, it would only capture my little control panel rather than the actual overlays. It's never done that before. Just suddenly today, nope, you're not having the overlays, you're going to have the control panel instead. And then I finally get it to do just the overlays by deleting the control panel entirely, which took about 15 attempts before it believed me that it had deleted. And then the avatars don't work, the commands don't work. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just being an absolute pain. Ah! Ah! It's all going horribly wrong. I give up. It's one of those days. So, yeah, I've got no plans. And even if I did plan anything today, it wouldn't work. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit in the corner and sulk. Mutter, 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 mutter. So how's your day been anyway? Let me just get my Twitch control panel up. Everything there's okay. I mean, Twitch looks like it's working for a change. It's unusual. Oh, hang on, I've got no background music again, have I? Of course. I wonder if this will work. Yeah, that works this time. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Godot at the moment. And OBS, it's just being completely and utterly stupid. So, unfortunately, Carrot House, you don't have any control over the background music because the new version of the overlays which would enable it don't work. Hello, Ben. Our ads got stuck. The ads are more interesting than the stream at the moment anyway. Oh, and of course, because I've just restarted the stream, I've lost my pinned message, haven't I? There, that's back again. The Walt Disney Company, not corporation. That's because corporation is a slang name for the stomach. Right, well, what shall we do today then? We must do something. Though I've no clue what. Oh, and Nightbot's message didn't have my emote in it for some reason. Perhaps he hasn't got my emotes. I'm freezing. I feel I'm a bit hot to be freezing. It wouldn't surprise me though. Everything else is going wrong. Let me just bring myself up. Am I going to be freezing or not? See if I dance. I don't appear to be freezing. No freezing happening on my incoming stream. You can't get any me at the moment. Oh. It happens every few minutes for about 5 seconds. I blame your Rogers internet. It looks fine to me at the moment. No, still no freezing happening over here. All looks okay. It must be you. Maybe it's your weather. Strange Canadian weather. I've never known it to freeze. So, yeah. My internet should be perfect. Nope, I've not seen any freezing. 5 degrees is freezing. Right. Well, my memory trays arrived anyway. So all my memory now is all nicely sorted out. And safe and secure. Which is nice. That's one bit of good news. Well, oh yeah, the other thing in there. Yeah, I got the Acer Aspire laptop working properly at long last. This heap of junk. Finally got KDE working on everything by replacing the hard drive, which when I listened very carefully, it kept on going ka-clunk, 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 which is never a good sign. So I replaced the hard drive, reinstalled Arch, and all of a sudden, everything started working properly. So it now has Arch on it. It's got KDE running on it. The only problem is it is so horrendously slow. And not just sort of generally slow, graphically slow. Whenever there's any kind of an animation or anything like that, it just grinds to an absolute halt and you get a couple of frames a second. It's unusably slow. So I am toying with the idea of installing Windows on it, but not sure which version, whether to go for XP or Vista. It has a Vista license key for Vista Home, but I don't know. Not sure which one to go for, if I go for any. Oh, I could try. Actually, now that it's working properly, I could try Haiku again, actually, couldn't I? Although... No, it wouldn't even boot the installer then, would it? So, it might have been just crashing on the hard drive, but Now there's a thought. I wonder if it would work with Haiku, now that I've replaced the hard drive. It's a possibility anyway. Who knows what it would do. And we've got adverts. Hello, adverts. Oh. So, yeah, I might reformat that thing again. CPM 86. While it would be a nice idea, unfortunately, it doesn't have SATA drivers in it. And it's a SATA hard drive. However, I did install FreeDOS on it at one point during all my testing. So that worked perfectly. In fact, and here's an interesting thing. There was a label stuck to the trackpad on this laptop, which said the trackpad doesn't work. And quite right. Certainly under Windows or Linux, whatever, can't get any life out of it. But I installed FreeDOS. I ran a couple of the games that came with it, some of which have mouse control, and the trackpad worked. It was a bit sort of ropey and juddery and what have you, but it worked. So it looks like hardware-wise, this trackpad does actually work, just something in the drivers has disabled it, or I don't know. It's weird. I do not know what's going on with it. So I could run Windows 3.1 on FreeDOS. That would work, because FreeDOS has SATA drivers. But I can't really see a Pentium 4 grade laptop running Windows 3.1 would be a bit daft, I think. Not sure that's really a sensible option. O8R2? You mean no, O8R2? Which is O8R2? Are we talking a Windows here? I'm not sure. I don't get the O8R2 reference. No, to Windows. Windows Server. I thought you might be meaning 2008 R2. I thought server. No, not on a laptop. Windows NT. Again. SATA drivers. Unless, are there SATA drivers? Because I did actually boot my Windows NT disk, and of course it can't find a hard drive because it doesn't know SATA. So I'd have to get an extra driver disk just to get the hard drive working. And I bet there isn't one for NT4 for SATA, is there? I think 2000 might. I could try 2000 on it. Thing is, this is an AMD machine. So I can't see it having Intel chipset in there. I can try booting 2000, see what it does. Although, Frisbee, are you suggesting I throw it out the window? It's all very well saying that, Carrot House, but step one is what you've missed out there, and that is obtain said SATA drivers for this specific operating system. That's the hard part. Installing them, using them, that's easy. Getting them, identifying them. I mean, I can tell you exactly what the SATA chipset is if I boot Arch up. Oops. It is quite a chonker. So, I mean, discus more than frisbee, I think. And you wouldn't really want to try catching it. Certainly not in your teeth. Let me just adjust Nightbot a moment. Where are we? Timers. Edit. Just whilst Arch is booting. Submit. There we go. Oh, there's been enough swearing already from me this evening, trying to get the overlays working. "18-inch laptop." 17 I could see, but 18? Bit of a strange size, 18. It's normally 17 or 19. Oh, Dizziac, did you see my new Dell? Were you here when we found this one? Purple Dell. You were here. Purple Dell to go with the purple pony. Oh, you're welcome to it if you want to come and collect it. Just waiting for KDE to load. Who did that and why? It's a bright purple Dell. And it has extra junk in the trunk in the form of the extended battery. Okay, KDE has finally loaded. Let's see if I can get a terminal up. Okay. Right, what do we have? Oh, I'm going to have to pipe that through more because I've got no mouse. I have a host bridge, PCI bridge, PCI ID interface, AMD Inc, IXP SB4X0, a serial ATA controller, revision 80. That's what it has. It has the IXP SB4X0. I doubt we'll find any NT drivers for this. Lots of people asking if there's support for it. So I'm not the first one to think about this. Lots of questions of how can I find drivers for SATA hard drives for Windows 2000, like on Vogons and things. Pavilion DV8, 18.4 inch. So it's basically a 19 inch that they couldn't quite measure right. Apparently we might be able to do it through the BIOS by changing the drive emulation mode. That might work. It's an interesting idea. Are you calling Dizziac a deviant? I'm not sure we can adjust the settings in this, can we? We've got hardly any. It's a pretty useless BIOS, this one. I can change the date. I can change the amount of video memory. I can turn on or off the logo at boot. Boot off the network. Get a boot menu. Set a password. Change the boot order. Doesn't look like I can change the emulation mode. So that's idea out the window straight away. So if anybody can find AMD drivers for either NT4 or 2000, I'll happily give it a go. But I don't think that's going to happen. So we'd be looking at XP or Vista as the only versions of Windows. But I might try Haiku again. Gen 2, I mean, yes, it'll work. But do we want to spend a week compiling the kernel? Because that's how long it would take on this CPU. Your Linux is limited. Mine isn't. My Linux is extensive, but trying to find something that's fast to work on this is tricky. Oh yes, Gen 2 would be the it would be the obvious choice for high speed because it'll all be compiled for this specific processor. But yeah. The key is compiled. It would take forever. And I don't fancy doing that. Nothing on Haiku. I see nothing on the screen, nothing on the VGA output. So I don't think Haiku is going to be happy. Which is a shame, because it's a lovely operating system, Haiku. Maybe I'll put Haiku on the Dell. That would be a fun job. I mean, the Dell is a horrible machine. It needs tarting up with a proper operating system. Maybe I will, just for gits and shiggles. Let's boot up the Dell and see if I can get Haiku on it. Just for something to do, more than anything. Well, it had Windows 7 on it originally. This is the Inspiron 1545. OS 400, oh nice. How exploded is the AS 400? I used to run an RS 6000 at work with AIX on it. Internal hard disk drive not found. It's not showing on the VGA, is it? Where am I? I've disappeared. There I am. Internal hard disk drive not found. To resolve this issue, try to reset the drive. It needs a hard drive. Not sure I've got one. So step one will be put in a hard drive. Both power supplies went bang loudly and the operator console went pop with a bright flash of light from the vicinity of the flyback transformer. Oh joy. Yeah, that's exploded. Be a fun job getting that going again. It looks like somebody has put a screw, or put the screws into the drive tray without a drive in there, and it just spins because it normally goes into the drive itself, if I remember rightly on these. So my first job is to try and get the screw out. No, this is genuine Dell purple. It was made in the factory this way. Believe it or not. Let's give it a bit of pressure to grip the screw. There we go. Oh, there is a hard drive in it. It has a Toshiba. It'd be even better if it would focus on it. Come on. Here's a hard drive. Follow it down with the focus. Come on, focus. QE. Thank you. So we have a hard drive, but it apparently wouldn't find it. Yeah, if the terminal has gone bang, there's not necessarily much you can do with that. So I don't know if it's a failed hard drive or a failed IDE controller. So let's just pick another random drive. Here's a 750 gig Western Digital Black. See if this works. That sounds like a very intelligent fuse idea. An 0805 covered in hot glue. Right, old drive out, new drive in. Let's take this silly label off. Quite possibly. I mean, if I were forced to be in a purple Dell, I think I would go on strike. Right, I shall leave the screws out for the moment. And we'll flip this over and see what, if anything, we get. I see a Dell logo. No bootable devices. Okay. I wonder if it's just that it needs the BIOS setting up. And does it even know that it's got a hard drive? SATA operation is set to AHCI. How can I see the hard drive in this system information? Okay, we have 3 gig of RAM running at 800. We have an Intel Celeron 900 at 2.2 gigahertz. We have primary hard drive 750 gigabytes. Oh, actually, it's not saying it couldn't find a drive. It's just saying it couldn't find anything to boot from. That drive's probably perfectly fine that I've just taken out. It's just got no operating system on it, has it? I'm an idiot. Oh well. Let's just go into the boot sequence on here. Haiku is set as the USB maybe it wants to boot off the actual CD drive. Oh, there's quite a bulge in the top of this case here. The whole thing looks a bit bent, if you ask me. I'm not sure if this will boot off the iOD. Can we get a boot menu? Probably not, it's a Dell. It says F12 for boot options, but that does nothing. Do I need to hold down FN at the same time? No bootable devices found. And it won't let me into a boot menu. It has onboard diagnostics though. Supposedly. Ah, there they are. I think it wants to boot off the actual CD-ROM drive. It won't boot off the iOD. It's making a lot of beeping. What are you beeping for? Pretty. Were colour bars displayed? Yes. You've somehow managed to convince VMware to always give you a boot menu on one of your VMs, despite all the options having turned off, and there being only one entry in it anyway. This confuses me mildly, but then I suppose most things do. Well, speak for yourself. I've never... Well, I can't say I've never used VM. I used to use VMware all the time. But I haven't used VMware for many years now. I switched from VMware to VirtualBox for quite a long time. And then departed from VirtualBox. And I'm now libvirtd or KVM or... QEMU or whatever you want, whatever name it wants to go by today, these days. This just works perfectly every time. Never have any hassles with it. Plus it can do all sorts of other CPUs besides the native one if you really want it to. It could even run an AS400, I think. I think I'm going to have to write Haiku onto an actual CD. But first I shall grab some other CD and see if I can boot anything off it. So I don't want to go through the hassle of writing a disk, only to find that it doesn't boot. I'm seeing ISO Linux and also an awful lot of beeps. It's almost like I've got a stuck key. Except everything seems to work, but it does strange beepiness. Am I going to get anything out on the VGA for this? OS2 Warp. Again. SATA. We keep running up against the SATA wall. Arch is booting. Right, I'm going to need an actual physical CD copy of Haiku, aren't I? How big is it? .4 gig, so it's going to need a DVD. Did someone say floppy disks? I love this box. You all wish you had a floppy disk box like that, don't you? Right, bear with me a sec. I'm just going to get a blank DVD. A similar one for mini discs. Oh, nice. Okay, let's just quickly write this. Writing starting. There's Arch booting, or the Arch installer booting, somewhat slowly off DVD. So I can boot off CD-ROM drive, which is good. We'll see what Haiku thinks of it. It would be nice to have a Haiku computer. It's an operating system I haven't used enough, but it is a really good looking operating system. What's going on with this? Why won't it write? Has it got data on it already? No, it thinks it's blank. Cannot read drive buffer. The DMA speed test has been skipped. Drive needs to reload the media to return to proper status. What are you on about? Cannot load media with this drive. Try to load media by hand. What? Reload disk and hit carriage return. For some reason, it's decided to spit it out. It's being stupid. Everything I'm trying today is going wrong. Now it's taking it. Nope. I think it might be KDE's auto-mounting rubbish getting in the way. Let's try from K3B. Burn image. Absolutely. What is it doing? Please reload. It keeps on spitting the disc out. This is a brand new, unused, rewritable DVD. It keeps spitting it out. Is it going to start this time? Or not? This is why I always try and use the iOD when I can. But sometimes you get these stupid systems that just won't boot off USB. Yep, this is just sitting here doing absolutely nothing now. There are no stupid questions, only stupid answers, and you can expect plenty of the latter here. Nope, K3B just locked up and died. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I think I'll go old school. One moment. This seems like a good excuse to try this out. The drive in question is the DVD drive in my main workstation, which I know is a DVD drive because I wrote a DVD on it just the other day, which is the one I just booted off. And that's another rewritable DVD of exactly the same brand, from the same batch. And it worked perfectly. Let's try the Philips. See if that works. I have not tried this drive yet. Okay, on this instance, I will let you off. Yes, that was a stupid question. Chonky Boy Burner, yes. The Philips DVD writer. With Light Scribe. Oh, it's got a disc in it. Hello. A Lenovo System Image. It's obviously written a DVD of a Lenovo System Image at some point. The previous owner. Right, let's try doing this again. Tools. Burn image. Haiku. It's saying there's stuff on this one, is there? Okay. Have I got the wrong disc? Maybe there is something on it. Maybe that's why it doesn't like it. Let me just get another one. I could erase it, but that takes time. Quicker to get another one. I think this one's blank. Let's see what it thinks. It's flashing. Empty DVD RW medium. Start. Preparing write process. Writing image, here we go. I think it was just that there was some stuff on that DVD. Didn't look like there was, but there may have just been a tiny, tiny bit of data on it. After all that. Yay, that works. 5%. So it looks like this Philips drive is a working drive. That's nice to know. It is certainly a chonky boy burner. But I like a chonky boy burner. You know where you are with a chonky boy burner. And if the drive dies, you can just replace the drive, keeping it all nicely external. I'll bet it does read something like that, yes. Or Carrot House in the house. Not the fastest burner in the world. But it does have LightScribe. Though I don't know how I can use that from Linux. There must be some software somewhere that will do it. Not that I've got any LightScribe compatible discs, of course. %. And then we'll see if we can get Haiku going. Hey Carrot House, have you finished editing your video yet? We're over halfway. Such excitement. I can almost feel the excitement coming from chat. It's heading towards 8 o'clock. Isn't it time you went for some food, Ben? It's bin night and it's raining. Oh, you're going to have to go outside in the wet. Let the water touch your skin. You'll melt like a witch in The Wizard of Oz. %. Almost. There we go. 80%. 92. We'll soon be booting Haiku. Did somebody say just eat? Make somebody else go out in the cold and wet for you. Closing the session. Yay! Haiku! You must see how it plays out before you disappear. Well, we're done now with the Philips. Let's move that. And its power supply. You would have thought with such a chonky boy case they could have fit the power supply inside it. Okay. Reboot, see what happens. See if anything comes up on the VGA output. Nothing coming out anywhere yet. I see a Haiku logo. You don't, but I do. CD-ROM drive light is flashing. I think my mobile phone camera is dead at the moment. I didn't charge it up last night. Ah, there you are, Carrot House. We were just wondering if you'd finished editing your video yet. And when are you going to release it for us? And is it Adele? Well, for me, obviously, I'm the only one that matters here. I'm still seeing nothing coming up yet. Oh, hello. We've damaged you. Is it supposed to be all brown? I'm not sure it is. Let's see if we can install Haiku. I'm not sure it's supposed to be this colour scheme. I'm not sure it's doing anything either. I've asked it to install. Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure the mouse button's working on this. I'm definitely broken today. Everything is broken today. Today is a broken day. I think I'm going to have to get a mouse because I'm not sure that the mouse buttons are working on this. Hang on 1 second, I'll get a mouse. It's not the mouse buttons. I just can't click anything. Well, this is strange. There's something not happy about Haiku on here, definitely. It definitely should not be brown. Brown is never good. I'm going to reboot it without the VGA plugged in. And we should now be able to, there we go, see the screen. Let's boot it up. Brown is what today is. Today everything is brown. A big steaming pile of brown. See what this does this time. If not, then maybe we'll just slap Windows 7 on it, which is what is on the sticker on here. It says Windows 7, so maybe we should. Or we could try Reactos. Are we feeling psychotic enough for Reactos? Attack Windows 7. Kill Windows 8. Is this going to be brown as well? Well, Haiku is BIOS. Haiku is the free and open source version of BIOS. This looks an awful lot nicer. I still can't click anything though. It highlights the button as I go over it. You can't really see that on here, but it does. But I can't click anything. Nothing works. Nothing works. It's dead. Can't click anything. Distinctly lacking in brown. You demand a refund. I don't know why it was brown through the VGA. But it hasn't affected my inability to click any buttons. Something is definitely up with the mouse interaction on this installer. So it looks like Haiku is out of the question. Ooh, I wonder. Just for the sheer insanity of it. I wonder if this would work. I'd have to download it first. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to keep you in suspenders. Where is the download? Yes, you're telling me all about the download, but where is the download? Ah, that's actually a link, not just a heading. Great UI design there. Now then, where is my iOD? I'm going to try the iOD again for this one. Nope, I'm not doing Windows. Downloading something very strange. And I'll bet it doesn't work. Because it doesn't work at the best of times, and this is not the best of times. But I want to try it anyway. Takes a while to download though. How's the download looking? About a third downloaded. Actually, what am I doing? I can't use the iOD because the Dell does not boot off the iOD. So I'm getting all excited and setting up the iOD ready to go, and I can't use it, can I? Halfway downloaded. It might be some time before you get your food at this rate, Ben. Saying 3.5 minutes left to download. Not the fastest download site, this. But still faster than archive.org. God, it's so slow. I'm not sure I'll fit on an iPad, will I? I hope you've got one of the really big ones. Don't you have slaves for that? Servants, minions. Oh, time to hire a few then. .7 gig downloaded of 2.3. It's almost game time. Well, maybe we will have a bit of a game. I've got to see if I can get it to install and run on Linux first. And then if it'll display properly. All risky stuff. All very much unknown quantities. Oh, I intend to try, yes. But I've got a feeling that if I try today, it's going to fail. Along with everything else. We're nearly there. 31 seconds left. And then we've got to write the image to disk, of course. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downloaded. Unzip. Wait for it to unzip a 2.5 gig file. Okay. K3B. Burn image, browse. That one there. Empty DVD medium. Start. Burning. Now we wait. Have you considered setting out to fail so that your inevitable failure to fail results in progress? Failure to fail. That would be nice. But no, I think I'd fail at that even. Today is a day of failure. I've decided. I'd even fail at failing of failing. Yes, Caritas, can I help you? DTS is still on special offer. Channel points, nice and cheap. How could we ever forget that you're there, Carrot House? If I fail at failure, then I succeed in what I set out to do, i.e. failing, and thus we have accomplished something. So whether I fail at failing or fail at failing, I still have failed at failing and failing. Yeah. Absolutely. It's writing the disc. We're at 5%. We can try this logic on Shelby, but I've got a feeling that it might melt his brain. Do you want to see Shelby brain cells dribbling out of his ears? I think that would be a horrible sight. %15 written. I'm not showing it to you because it says what it's writing on the screen. And I don't want you to know what I'm writing just yet. I don't want to give it away. It's probably something you've never heard of and certainly never seen. An operating system that is more bizarre, really, than you can possibly imagine. Well, not bizarre, but more, why would you do that, than anything you can imagine. Okay, we'll filter it through the deck talk. Yeah. Where are we? If I go here and then... Where is it? I've lost it. There. So it would be something like this, if it works.
With channel points, Magenko Tech says,
If you set out to fail, then when you fail, you will have succeeded in failing, which itself is success and not failure.
%40 written. $45. We're flying along. 52%, over halfway. $57, $58. I do like this music. It's a really happy tune. Can't help but feel happy when it's playing. Two-thirds of the way there.
I love it. I'm just going to see if I can get my new version of the overlays working by compiling it on the local computer instead of my main workstation. %86 written. There's a new alert in the new version. If it works. %96. Let me just kill the overlays a moment. Let's see if this works. I hope it does. That's looking hopeful. It must be something to do with the version of Godot I've got on my workstation. Because now, hopefully, we have a new channel point redeem.
Nice.
It works. Although the sound isn't quite synchronized on that one yet. I need to do a bit more work on it. Operating system written. Right. See what happens now. Let's reboot. We have welcome to Grub. Will it work? Nothing on the VGA output. Oh, the VGA output isn't even plugged in. Now it is, but it's probably too late. Nope, nothing on VGA. CD-ROM drive is still flashing away. Well, that's the plan, yes. See if we can set fire to the Dell. We have a mouse cursor. It doesn't move yet, though. Still flashing the drive. We have a desktop. Is it copying it out through HDMI? No, of course not. That would be too nice. Clean that screen. It's mostly reflections. It's one of those horrible glossy screens. So you can see everything reflected around you. Welcome to Icarus. The live desktop variant of AROS. AROS being Amiga Research Operating System. This is Amiga Workbench ported to the PC. Indeed it does. I wonder if it's possible to install it knows about SATA, wipe disk, Proceed. Has to reboot. It has to reboot. Yes, it's running minus 504 tasks and uncounting, absolutely. It's, yeah. It's interesting. But apparently it has an 6800 translation layer in it and everything to emulate a real Amiga. Possibly, if we're lucky. Now we've got to go all the way through that reboot again after configuring the partitions. Only Amiga makes it possible, yes. I mean, Amiga Workbench and Amiga DOS were so far ahead of their time. They were absolutely phenomenal operating system. Going to strop off in search of food. Well, hurry back. You don't want to miss this fun, do you? The fun of Amiga operating system on a PC. I suggest a crisp and salad cream sandwich. That'll keep you going. An absolute delicacy. Salt and vinegar, of course. Still rebooting. Will be quicker once it's installed on the hard drive. Okay, what, who, what? What, why, when, how? How often, who with? What are you watting for? Which bizarre thing are you querying? Because there are a huge stack of them. The sandwich, salt and vinegar crisps. Chips to you strange people. Salad cream, which is similar to mayonnaise, but not quite. In sliced white bread. Well, it looks like we're installing. No, not mayo. It's not mayo. It has a completely different taste to mayo, but it's still a white, creamy substance. And nope, there's no apple juice here. I've drunk it all. I'm not sure what the ingredients of salad cream actually are. Hang on a moment. The ingredients of salad cream are water, spirit vinegar, rapeseed oil, sugar, mustard powder, modified corn flour, pasteurized egg yolks, salt, and colour. It's, yeah, sort of halfway between a salad dressing and mayonnaise. It's like mayonnaise, but with a certain extra tart. I don't know, not spiciness, not tartiness. Of certain. It's Miracle Whip. I don't think I want to. By the same company, Heinz. What are the ingredients? Miracle Whip ingredients. Yeah, it's a similar idea, but I think you have different spices in it. Yeah, tang. It has a different tang to it. I don't know what spices you have in yours, but it's mustard in ours. Yeah, look, yeah. It looks like you have mustard in yours as well, but also possibly garlic. If you take the garlic out of your Miracle Whip, you'll have salad cream. So that's probably the closest. Yeah. So if you put Miracle Whip, salt and vinegar crisps, and sliced white bread, it's the perfect sandwich. It's crispy, it's salty, it's vinegary, it's gooey, it's creamy. Then it's in a nice handy bread package. Yeah, Miracle Whip has a sweet and tangy taste, whereas salad cream is a more vinegary and zesty. This is... Oh, hello. Can't find... Try again. There we go. This is not the Amiga. This is a Dell laptop, and we are running Icaros, the live desktop variant of Aros, which is the Amiga operating system ported to the PC. And yes, it is everything you want in a sandwich. It's crisps and salad cream. Crispy, crunchy, smooth, creamy, zesty, tangy, and bread. Still installing. Lots to install. I've got a feeling this probably won't support this graphics card, so we're in the highest resolution we can possibly use. You like my bot message, do you? We have ads, people. Time to hydrate. Stretch your legs and fix your posture. Or just go take a... Yeah. I'd like to know why my emotes aren't coming out on the embedded chat window when my bot uses them. They come out on the ordinary stream browser window, which is strange. Lots of stuff to install. Oh, it seems to be saying adverts are finished multiple times for some reason. Maybe there's a bug. As if there could be a bug in my code. Come on, everything I write is perfect, isn't it? So yes, I can't get Haiku working, so Icarus is a second best. The bane of programmers, yes, you can't write perfect code. If you write perfect code, you're doing yourself out of a job. You've got to have bugs in your code so that you can continue your employment fixing the bugs. If you wrote perfect code first time every time, you'd go into a job, write the code, get paid, leave. And you're out of a job. Never write perfect code. Right. Let's see if we can boot this now. It's going to keep spamming that, isn't it? Let's see if this boots. Or if it just says, go away. Error loading operating system. Guess what? I failed. I failed. Humph. Let me just quickly fix this overlay spamming problem. I think I know what the problem is, and I haven't even looked at the code yet. Where is Garfield? There's Garfield. Garfield timer. This should be a one-shot, not a free running timer. Export. I need to terminate the current overlays before I export. Okay. We are exporting the new overlays. Takes a few moments. %. Spend my life waiting for little bars to fill up. It's very slow at exporting
while I'm streaming. Not quite sure why, because I'm only using about 20-30% of my CPU most of the time. Plenty of memory, 16 gig. %, nearly that. $90. Oh, that's unusual. It's stalled on 98 instead of 99%. There we go. We're done. Let's close that. And overlays are back. And that should now stop spamming chat with adverts are finished. Just have to wait for the next adverts to know whether it's fixed it or not. Right, so this failed to install. I think we're starting to get to the stage now where there is only one option. And that's Windows. Sad as it may sound, I think that's our only option. Or Linux. But do I want another Linux laptop? Do I want another Windows laptop? I've got plenty of them. I've got a Windows 7 laptop already set up and running. I don't need another Windows 7 laptop. What else is there we could run on this that would support the SATA the SATA hard drive? Haiku doesn't. Icarus doesn't want to boot. I'm not putting Windows 8 on it. I'm not sure what to suggest now. Obviously Windows 7 would be the logical choice. But since when have we ever done logic on this channel? Let me just start this disk erasing so I can reuse it. What other options are there for operating systems that we haven't tried yet on this thing before I capitulate and install Windows? I'm not sure what to use. Please leave. I wonder if I could... That's the thing. I wonder if I could make a Hackintosh out of it. But with Radeon, I'm not sure it would work very well, would it? Plus Hackintoshes are just hacky and horrible. It might run elementary, this one, actually. There's an idea. Let's try elementary. Where is elementary? I don't have the current version on my server. It must be on the IOD. Where are we? Linux Elementary 7.1. Let's try elementary on this one. It is an operating system which is eminently suited for a laptop, I think. Except K3B seems to have crashed again. Doesn't appear to be doing much. No lights are on. Let's run that again. Burn image. Is it going to do anything? Evidently not. What's going on? Let's just copy it onto the local disk instead. Accidentally had a nap instead of eating. Well, that's one way of recharging your batteries, I suppose, but I wouldn't recommend it on a regular basis. Well, it depends what you're doing at the time, Spies of Mud. They're not advised if you're driving down the motorway or flying an aeroplane or something like that. That could be a bit unfortunate if you had an accidental nap whilst doing that. Let's try again. Tools. No, not copy medium. Burn image. Browse is now in downloads. Elementary. Empty DVD RW medium. Start. Your writer does not support incremental streaming. I'm not asking you to do incremental streaming. Multi-session will not be possible. Continue. I don't care about multi-session. What are you on about, you stupid system? No, Aros wouldn't boot. It just says error loading operating system. It's cursed. Everything is cursed.
So I'm trying elementary instead, which will work. I'm confident. Since elementary is Linux. Ah, it's finally started writing the disk. Yes, Haiku would have been nice, but it just wouldn't let me click any buttons, so I couldn't proceed. And besides, it was brown on the VGA output. Very, very brown. Yeah, it's just Linux is a better answer. But I am confident through experience or just failure to learn from my mistakes. Yes, I think failure to learn from my mistakes is the biggest reason for my confidence. A massive 10% written. Let's make it bigger. That way it'll seem like we're going faster. Extreme close up! I do like KDE's zoom. Like watching paint dry. That's what bit I was looking for. 5.4 megabytes per second. Ooh, so fast. So fast. %. It's 4xing fast. Absolutely, it is 4xing fast. Nearly a third of the way there. Whoa. I spy with my little eye. Are we nearly there yet? 45. I can count, I can. Halfway. $57. $60. Can't find your funnel. It's in the engine of your car from last time you filled up the oil. 62. $65. $66. Screaming along. 67. 68. 69.
Nice.
Now you drain the chip pan through a coffee filter and then add it to your diesel fuel. Just don't tell the taxman. %, pretty much. There we go, 80%. It kind of relies on you having a diesel vroom vroom. If you've got a petrol one, don't do it. It won't go vroom vroom very much. It'll go vroom, cough, splutter, bang. %, left. And then we can try out Elementary OS. It's either Debian or Ubuntu based. I can't remember how far back up the chain it goes before it forks off. But it has all its own custom interface and apps and all that sort of thing. Very Apple-esque in a lot of ways. Closing session. Yeah, it's one or the other, but then since Ubuntu is based on Debian, ultimately it's based on Debian, either way. So, right, let's see what we get. I think it's loading. The light is on the DVD player, but it's not flashing at all. Don't tell me this is going to fail miserably as well. I think I should just go to bed. Maybe it's because it's a Dell. It's cursed just because it's a Dell. Now it's not booting at all. It is 100% cursed. Well, that was different. I think I have got a stuck key on this keyboard somewhere. An intermittent stuck key. I'm not sure it's doing anything. Anyone want to play Laptop Frisbee? It's not doing a lot. It is cursed. not sure I've got my Windows 7 already on a disk or not. Probably not. Oh, things are happening. It's flashing at me. I'll get rid of that in case it gives anybody a bit of an epileptic fit. That is almost like it's got a stuck key the way it's doing that. I think I'm going to need to dismantle this at some point and inspect this keyboard. It's not happy. I wonder if HDMI is doing the same thing. It is. That's definitely stuck key kind of behaviour. It's still spamming adverts are finished. It shouldn't be doing that. Definitely something up with this keyboard. It's not a happy laptop, this. It's very much not a happy laptop. Now, how do I get this keyboard out? Thought I could lift out this top section, but it feels like it's screwed in. Normally these sort of things just lift out and unclip, but not this one. Looks like that might be the screw. There we go. Now I take out the keyboard completely and we'll see if it's the keyboard doing it. Now then, where was the power switch on here? There. See if this boots better now without the keyboard. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to have another look at my overlays. That's where it needs to be. That's where I've gone wrong. It's going to kill the overlays and